Welcome back. It's a big barn build. Oh, she's back. See, I told you she was still here, not buried in the footings.
Not yet. Maybe the walls.
It's a big video today. We're going to be sharing a little bit about what might be going on in the video, which probably you might be able to tell.
Three guesses.
The roof may or may not be going. More importantly, later on in the video, we will be covering the topic of grand designs.
So many people have asked us about grand designs, and we're going to tell you more later. No.
Yes, later. Later. You just wait. Right, stressful start to the day. We have a bit more light to work with now. Roof's off, but I was trying to feel the momentum from earlier in the week, and I ordered another 7.5 cubes of concrete. We've got all of this side ready to pour, shuttered, but that can be done in sections. So if we know we're kind of 3/4 of the way through the batch, we could just use up some here. But what we're going to do is try and get the big deep pour in the pool corner done now. The net's down, well, had the nets taken down, even though we're going to have to pay to get them to put back up again, simply because we can then get on and do purlins and things like that without them getting in the way. Obviously we've got to paint the steel work, but we've got 5 minutes before concrete, so we're just doing the last stressful prep. This was meant to be at 1 o'clock. Instead they called up and said, can I take it at 8:30? I pushed it to 9. That's as good as I got. So we've got a deep bore here, a deep pour. We're just shuttering the ends because it's going to step. Kind of a supporting stud wall, but not a massive structural wall. So that footing is thinner, or narrower I should say. But we're trying to get it so we can pour it all. There's a break in the middle. There's kind of a wide hallway, so the footing doesn't really need to go all the way, albeit that it pretty much does now. And we're definitely not going to try and do is the footing where we're extending that wall footing out, just because we need to construct a bit of a chute to get it down there. We haven't got time for that, so we can do the majority of that side if needed. I'm going to move the digger now, but that would be good because we've got a brickie coming on Monday who can just get cracking and get us out the ground, which would be amazing. I don't want to run out of stuff for him to do. Right, nothing like a last minute change of plan. We decided that we're not going to do these. This eats up about 3 cube, and it's just, I don't know how accurate his discharging meter thing is. Hopefully we'll be able to keep an eye on it, but we know that we've got enough in the lorry, or definitely enough to pour the whole of that footing all the way to the block over there, and that would mean that the brickie can get that whole courting all the way to the corner. I think that's going to be better. So that means we're going to be good all the way up there and across to this first steel in. Then we've got the benefit of, if we know that there's only a cube left or a cube and a half, we've got these smaller shallow strips here that we can use it up in. In an ideal world, we'd have another lorry straight after on backup, and we could just work out the final quantity. But we need so much that we could keep doing that all day and we'd still not be done. So we're just going to do it bit by bit, get all that done, and then we'll deal with this end next week, because this end's slightly different. This end's well, some of it is a suspended slab detail where the slab is sitting into the leaf of the wall, and that means that our heights might be slightly different for the coursing. Either way, we think we've got a plan. The dumper is primed and ready, and have a little breather, check our levels.
You didn't have a 1135 marked.
Oh yeah.
So
it has got a bit heavier, that, hasn't it? Did you notice?
yeah.
By the time we're done, it's going to be about 2 kilos on the end. Right, panic. I thought I'd changed good batteries, but batteries out the TV remote, and the lorry's just arrived. All the planning in the world. You're never quite ready. That's it. Good. Different driver for last time, but it should be all good. Change the battery in the GoPro. Let's go.
touch more.
Good. Well, that was the lorry that just kept on giving. We got all the way around to the pool, which we hadn't expected to. Well, we thought we might be able to get half of it done. We've got enough to get to that end shuttering. This is about 400 too deep, so we're dumping it in here and pulling it through because logistics, we couldn't really get there. But hey, it's good. It's just about workable enough so we can keep jiggling it along. Okay, so there you go, the roof is off and there's some big changes and even more changes since then. So there's another video coming later in the week. But we wanted to cover the topic of Grand Designs. A lot of people ask us if we're going to go on Grand Designs, and to be honest, the simple answer is no, because we'd much rather share all these videos with you on a regular basis, which I imagine gets stopped on social media if you're going to go on Grand Designs. And we're probably not grand enough. I don't know. It's probably too...
oh, don't put us down.
No, I know. But I mean, it's not groundbreak. I don't know. Anyway,
no.
But we have decided right from the offset that we're not going to make the same mistakes.
No,
so
we are not going to be a Grand Designs couple. That is like, we're not going to fall under that category, okay?
Aren't we?
No. I mean, for one, we're categorically not going to be like those couples because we don't live in a caravan during our build. We're not going to do that.
I don't know, technically by law she still is a caravan. All right, so we might technically be living in a caravan, but we're not like project managing it from a dining table.
Well, it beats the site office and it's close to the coffee machine. Well, I might be working from a dining room table, but at least Tim's not experimenting with new building materials.
All right, so we might be messing around with new building products, but at least we haven't added to our daily chores.
Okay, well, he might have added to the daily chores.
But at least it's just baby animals and we're not crazy and having a Grand Designs mid-build baby.
Okay, so maybe we are a little bit more like a Grand Designs couple than we thought.
It still makes me laugh. Everyone thinks we're mad. But, you know, we designed enough bedrooms, so...
Yeah, exactly.
It's got to happen.
I'm getting old.
Oh, don't. Feeling older after this.
Well, there you have it.
No Grand Designs for us.
But basically, we want control over the editing too. They sometimes make couples look like numpties, and we do that really, really well ourselves.
You do that in the editing already. So yeah, Grand Designs by nature, but not by name. But anyway, there we go. We thought we'd give you a little insight into what's been going on behind the scenes and why Joe hasn't been jumping in diggers all the time. But you're on the plate compactor today, aren't you?
I am. Finally getting my
Whacker.
hands a bit dirty.
And yeah.
Onwards and upwards.
Quite literally, because I need to get up there and start working on these steels. And if you want to follow along with the build, then make sure you're subscribed. And also over on Instagram, we're probably like 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. We're a little bit behind on editing
If you're on Patreon, you are right up to date.
Yes, Joe is very good at doing Patreon updates. But yeah, we'll try and catch up a little bit with the YouTube videos, but there's loads going on here, as you can see. And we've basically just spoiled it for you, so you know what's happening in the next couple of videos. But there's a load of info coming in those videos about how and why we're doing certain things that you should find interesting. But we'll leave it there.
Yep. Thanks you for watching.
Remember,
If you can, do it yourself.
We'll see you next time.
It's got a little
So
cut on
I
my
just
leg.
spanked the dog.
Better her than
We'll
me.
see you next time.
It's still not good.
All right. Come back a bit.
Well, I might be working from my dining room table, but at least Tim's not experimenting with new building products. I know.
It's all right, you're smiling more now. Go.
Oh, the outtakes will be so much better than the real thing.
No, it's not recording any of
Not
that.
all of it.
No.
Oh,
You prance back in.
You did bounce.
I wouldn't. That's really bad breath. It's like egg. You just wait. That'll do. Yeah, that's good. All right.